Eben Alexander's journey into the realms beyond life as we know it is a profound story that continues to capture the imagination of many. His near-death experience, NDE, as detailed in his best-selling book, Proof of Heaven. Before we start, we'd like to ask for your support. If you enjoy our video, please hit the like button. This will help us reach more people and create content for you. Now let's get started with today's video. A neurosurgeon's journey into the afterlife and related documentaries presents an extraordinary account of life after death from a man deeply entrenched in the scientific community. Alexander's background as a neurosurgeon and his subsequent experiences challenge the materialistic view of consciousness, proposing that our minds might exist independently of our brains. Background: a neurosurgeon's crisis. Dr. Eben Alexander spent decades in academic medicine, teaching at prestigious institutions like Harvard Medical School. As a neurosurgeon, he adhered to the scientific perspective that the brain is the source of consciousness. This viewpoint shaped his understanding of reality, making him skeptical of any claims that consciousness could exist independently of the physical brain. However, in November 2008, Alexander's life took a dramatic turn. He contracted a rare and aggressive form of bacterial meningitis caused by E. coli, which attacked his brain and left him in a deep coma for 7 days. His prognosis was grim, with doctors giving him little chance of survival and even less chance of recovering without severe neurological deficits. The coma and the journey begins during his coma. Alexander's neocortex, the part of the brain responsible for higher-order brain functions like sensory perception, cognition, and language, was completely shut down. Medical science would assert that, with his neocortex inactive, Alexander should not have experienced anything. Yet, he describes a series of vivid, otherworldly experiences that he believes could not have been generated by his compromised brain. His journey began in a dark, murky place that he later referred to as the realm of the earthworm's eye view. In this initial realm, he felt confined, as though he were in a dirty, jello-like substance. He was aware of strange, primitive creatures moving around him and experienced a sense of unease and discomfort. This realm, he understood later, symbolized a state of deep unconsciousness and confusion. The gateway and the companion. Alexander's experience transitioned dramatically when he perceived a bright light accompanied by a musical melody. He felt himself moving upwards, away from the dark realm. He emerged into a place filled with lush, vibrant landscapes, unlike anything he had ever seen on Earth. This realm, which he called the gateway, was a place of indescribable beauty, filled with vibrant colors, flowers, waterfalls, and an all-pervading sense of love and peace. In this gateway, Alexander found himself accompanied by a young woman of striking beauty. She had high cheekbones, deep blue eyes, and golden brown hair. The woman communicated with him telepathically, sending messages directly into his mind. Her messages were simple yet profound. You are loved and cherished dearly, forever. You have nothing to fear. There is nothing you can do wrong. Alexander later identified this woman as someone who played a significant role in his understanding of love and connection in the afterlife. He came to believe she was his spiritual guide, helping him navigate through this new and unfamiliar realm. The core, encountering the divine. Alexander's journey did not stop at the gateway. He was drawn further upwards, into what he described as the core. The core was an infinite black void, yet it was filled with a brilliant orb of light. This orb, which he recognized as the source of all life, was a gateway to an even higher dimension, a place of profound understanding and connection. In the core, Alexander encountered a presence he identified as Om, a divine being that he equated with God. Om was all-knowing, all-powerful, and all-loving. This divine presence communicated with Alexander, not through words, but through direct thought transference, providing him with insights about the nature of the universe, consciousness, and existence. Insights and revelations. During his time in the core, Alexander received profound revelations that challenged his prior scientific beliefs. He understood that love is the foundation of everything in the universe. Love is not merely an emotion but the very fabric of reality. He also realized that the material world we live in is only a small part of a much larger, interconnected, and spiritual reality. One of the most significant revelations was the nature of consciousness. Alexander came to understand that consciousness exists independently of the brain. The brain, rather than generating consciousness, acts as a filter or reducing valve that limits our perception of the greater reality. This insight was in stark contrast to his previous understanding as a neurosurgeon, where consciousness was seen as a byproduct of brain activity. The return to life after 7 days in a coma, during which his doctors had seriously considered discontinuing treatment, Alexander miraculously awoke. His recovery was swift and complete, which puzzled his medical colleagues. Typically, patients with such severe meningitis, if they survived, faced significant neurological impairments. Alexander, however, made a full recovery, with his cognitive functions intact. Upon regaining consciousness, Alexander was eager to share his experiences. He felt a deep sense of urgency to convey the insights he had gained about the nature of consciousness in the afterlife. His memories of the journey were clear and vivid, unlike typical dreams or hallucinations, which tend to fade over time. Impact and reception. Alexander's account, detailed in his book, Proof of Heaven, quickly gained widespread attention. Many readers found his story comforting, especially those who had lost loved ones or who had their own spiritual experiences. His narrative provided hope and a sense of peace about the afterlife, suggesting that consciousness continues beyond physical death and that we are all interconnected through love. However, Alexander's story also faced significant skepticism, particularly from the scientific community. Critics argued that his experiences could be explained by residual brain activity or other neurological phenomena occurring as his brain shut down and restarted. Some suggested that the vividness of his experiences could be attributed to the brain's response to extreme stress or the effects of medications administered during his illness. Alexander addressed these criticisms by emphasizing the profound and detailed nature of his experiences, which he argued could not be easily dismissed as mere hallucinations or brain-generated illusions. He pointed out that his neocortex was inactive during his coma, which, according to modern neuroscience, should have precluded any conscious experience. Documentary and public speaking. In addition to his book, Alexander's story has been featured in various documentaries and television programs, including interviews on shows like Oprah and Larry King Live. These media appearances have helped him reach a broader audience, allowing him to share his message of hope and the transformative power of love. In these documentaries and interviews, Alexander often emphasizes the shift in his understanding of reality. He describes how his NDE led him to reevaluate his previous beliefs about the brain and consciousness. He advocates for a more open-minded approach to exploring these phenomena, encouraging both scientists and the general public to consider the possibility that consciousness might exist beyond the physical brain. Continuing the conversation, Eben Alexander's story continues to be a focal point in discussions about NDEs, consciousness, and the afterlife. His journey challenges the materialistic worldview that dominates much of modern science, proposing instead that our existence is far more complex and interconnected than we realize. His experiences have sparked a broader conversation about the nature of consciousness and the possibility of life beyond death. While skeptics remain, Alexander's account invites us to explore these mysteries with curiosity and an open heart. His story suggests that the boundaries between science and spirituality may not be as rigid as we once thought and that there is much more to learn about the nature of our existence. Conclusion. Eben Alexander's near-death experience and the insights he shares in Proof of Heaven offer a compelling narrative that bridges the gap between science and spirituality. His journey from a materialistic neurosurgeon to a proponent of the afterlife challenges us to reconsider our understanding of consciousness and the nature of reality. Whether one views his account as a genuine glimpse into the afterlife or as a product of a brain under extreme conditions, it undeniably opens up a dialogue about the mysteries of human existence. Alexander's experiences invite us to explore the possibilities that lie beyond our current understanding, encouraging us to embrace the profound interconnectedness of all life and the transformative power of love. Through his book, documentaries, and public talks, Alexander continues to inspire and provoke thought, offering a message of hope and a call to expand our minds and hearts. His story is a testament to the enduring human quest for meaning and understanding, and it serves as a reminder that there is much more to our existence than meets the eye. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I hope you like this video. Thank you.